Good evening, everyone. I'm hungry, and we've got some breaking news for you tonight. The Montana State football team has gone missing. That's right, the entire team just vanished. They were last seen on their bus, headed down south to play Texas Tech in their game that is scheduled for tomorrow. One eyewitness says they saw the bus driving down the road when it was suddenly sucked into a wormhole. Of course, this is absolutely absurd, and there must be some kind of a reasonable explanation for the team's absence. We will update you when we have further information. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the start of a new series. This is going to be an NCAA series using the Montana State Bobcats. As you saw in the intro video, the Montana State Bobcat football team suddenly disappeared, sucked into a wormhole or something like that. And they have time traveled back to the year of 2005. I just wanted to play with the 2019 rosters, more or less. I made all these on my own. These are fairly accurate to what they got in real life. But I didn't want to, make the entire freaking NCAA football, make everyone's roster or something. I didn't even want to go through the pain of doing just like the Grizz roster and whatnot. The Montana Grizzlies, of course, Montana State's biggest rival brawl, the Wild, all that stuff. But yeah, so I just wanted to make up a little storyline to just have the 2019 team here in 2005. Coaching the Montana State Bobcats, the man who's coaching them in real life, Jeff Choate. I'll put a picture up on screen here. You can kind of see the comparison between the two. I did my best. So do I want coach contracts on or off? If I have them on, does that mean I'll get fired? I don't want to get fired. Tell me in the comments if you know anything about this game, I guess. Should I leave the coaching contracts on or off? I haven't played a ton of this game, really. This is my first real Dynasty, I guess, so apologies if I'm a little slow at things. But I'm going to leave them on for now because that's the way it was. Begin Dynasty. Yes. Alright, here we are. I'm not a complete noob at this. I have messed with some stuff, like I made it so that the Bobcats and the Grizz play, I think, every year. From what it looks like, I have, was it Utah State? And, I think it was Utah State and New Mexico State. From what I saw, it looks like they play at the end of every season. That's what the Bobcats and the Grizzlies do, Brawl the Wild. So, tried to keep it like that. We are in the WAC, W-A-C, because, the Big Sky, you gotta import the teams and whatnot. I guess we're going to start off taking a look at our roster. Our starting quarterback, Tucker Rovig. He's a 76 overall. He's got a pretty fine arm and whatnot. He's a little bit maybe more of a game manager, if you will, but still a solid quarterback to have. The years in some of these players aren't going to be as accurate, I guess, as to real life. I couldn't edit, if he was a sophomore or senior or whatnot. So some guys who graduated more recently from the Bobcats and whatnot are going to be here maybe for 2 seasons. And then backing up Tucker Rovig, we got Casey Bunham. This running backfield and whatnot is pretty solid. We got Logan Jones and Isaiah Afonso. We got Troy Anderson, he's basically Taysom Hill. I have him listed at a running back because at running back I can play him at almost every position. I can put him at quarterback. He did play a season of quarterback. He plays running back. And he plays linebacker, but I'm sure he could play wide receiver or whatnot. He's probably our best player overall wise and whatnot, even though it says he's an 80 there. But at other positions, he's even better. And then there at the bottom, we got Carl Tucker II. At fullback, we have R.J. Fitzgerald, 72 overall, not bad there. And then a wide receiver, one of my personal favorite players on the Bobcats, he just graduated, Kevin Cassis, 80 overall. He's an impact player there. Then Travis Johnson, he recently was signed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as a UDFA. Lance McCutcheon, who in real life is coming off, I believe, his freshman year, or no, sophomore year. He's a younger guy, though. We can build around in the future. Coy Steele, he's a solid wide receiver. And then we also got Willie Patterson at tight end. Ryan Davis. And then Jacob Hadley. This offensive line is okay here. We got Mitch Brott at tackle. And then we got Connor Wood. Got Joe there. We got Taylor Tuiasa Sopo, just like the former Raiders quarterback, that same last name there. He's a 62. The guard situation, yeah, it's there. We got, at least our starters are both the same overall. At center, we got Zach Red, and then backing him up, Denver Crone. I don't know how to necessarily pronounce all these players, especially not maybe the big name players. Derek Marks here, one of my favorite players as well. He also just recently graduated, but in the game here, he's a junior, so we could very well get 2 seasons from him. You got Bryce Stirk here, who's also listed as a junior. He was most recently signed by the Miami Dolphins, switched positions from defensive end to tight end over there. These are the rest of our defensive ends there, defensive linemen. Not bad. We got Jason Skrempos there at a 74 overall. Josh Hill at outside linebacker. We also have Daniel Hardy. Middle linebacker, Nolan Askelin. I'm sorry, I keep screwing these up. And then we also got O'Reilly there. Damian Washington at quarterback. We also got Gibson. We got Prince Jr. and Elijah King. At free safety, another great player, Braden Conkle. He's an impact player there as well. And then behind him, JoJo Henderson. And then here's our free safety situation. Then Tristan Bailey, pretty good kicker. He's got a good leg, I do believe. Not 88 kick power. It's nice to see. 84 accuracy. And then punting here, we got Padmos. He's a 72 overall. Maybe jump into some in-season recruiting. Only one in-state prospect here, Seth Cobb. We'll target him there. I'd like to get the in-state guys. Okay, so this is what it looks like our schedule's going to be. We're going to, I guess, start off with a bye here in week 1. Could not get Texas Tech on the schedule for week 1 for whatever reason, so we're going to be going to Boise State then. Then we got Texas Tech. It's the first game the Bobcats played in real life. They ended up losing that one 45-10, and they're ranked number 20, so hopefully we don't get destroyed too badly. Then we're going to go Northwestern State here, and then Colorado State, maybe some easier games, I don't know. And then we get into our conference games and whatnot. We got Northern Arizona. Then we're home against Weber State. I guess that'll probably be the Gold Rush game. Then at Idaho State, and then we have our bye. Then we play home against Idaho, away at Eastern Washington, home against Portland, away at Sacramento State, and then we got the Brawl of the Wild there to end the season. So that should be pretty good. All right, I don't really want to redshirt too many players, really. Wait, so if he's redshirted, does that mean he's not playing? I'm asking really stupid questions. Okay, he's been redshirted previously. All right. I believe I'm kind of a college football dummy, I guess. But redshirt is they set out a year, they train and whatnot, and then they don't have to like get hurt, playing games and whatnot. They can just focus on training and hopefully be really good the next season. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe that's what it is. We'll do JoJo Henderson, I guess, because, well, no. Yeah, we'll do JoJo. Alright, so we are currently ranked 116, but hey, we're above the Grizz, so I'll take that. And then Eastern Washington, dead last. Alright, they're normally a better team, but who knows in this alternate reality with, time travel and whatnot. I did name some of the players and whatnot. So, like, we got Matt Leinart. He was a pretty big name coming out of college. Reggie Bush and also Vince Young, all guys drafted in the first round. I figure I'd name those guys. I didn't really want to go out of my way to, like, name all the best players and whatnot. But, some of them maybe, like, the really big names. I'm probably missing some people, but some of those big names that I know at least. You know, just so they have names and whatnot. You know. All right. So do we got more in-season recruiting? Yep. Okay. We got our recruiting points here. I like a fast player. Sometimes I'll go too much on the fast players and like yeah they're fast, but can they catch? But you know like guys like Charles Phillips. So far he's been pretty good for the Albuquerque Vipers. So you know just if they're fast and good, we want to go in here. We want to get Seth Cobb. He's the only in-state player. He already has more interest in us. I have no idea if he's going to be good, but I mean if we can get the only in-state player. I'll take that. Let's see. He's a red zone top 50. Is he like a top 50 player then? Saying he's 4-star caliber. Does that mean that like he's a 4-star player then? Like we're on the top of his list here. Yeah, Montana's not even giving him a shot and whatnot. We might have to at the very least start off with these smaller players. That's kind of what the Cats do in real life. Obviously, you know they're not a big time school. Bet you I'm going to screw some stuff up here in year 1, though, and I'm going to be looking back and be like, man, I should have done some stuff differently, you know, to help me out in the future. But, you know, it is what it is. If I know from watching Miles Dawkins, I did watch a good chunk of his Eastern Illinois Dynasty. I kind of fell off. I mean, it was close to, I guess, midway through the series. I kind of didn't really always make it a priority to watch it just because I'm an NFL guy. I prefer the NFL over college. But, like, I'm not a complete dummy. I'm just mostly a dummy when it comes to this game. So, that's cool. I don't really know if there's anything else I should do between now and next game. So, yeah, just leave comments and whatnot if you know more about this game than I do. You know, maybe stuff I should be preparing for. Or, you know the gist of it and whatnot. I hope you guys are excited for this next series. Hopefully I'll learn a lot about this game and college football in general. And, yeah, I'm excited to get into this. I haven't seen any series in what many call the greatest college football game of all time, NCAA 06, using my favorite team, the MSU Bobcats. So, yeah. That's going to do it for this video, I believe. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a moist rest of your day. And until next time, this has been Jeffrey. Goodbye.